Hey guys, doing a little bit of PvE today, which is, I know, not usual for me, but I'm not going to be talking about anything PvP related. So if you're here for the PvP stuff, unfortunately not going to be talking about it. And we're talking about some Paladin bullshit that's going on, which, kind of some funny stories as well if you want to stick around. I know how long this video will go for. But first things first, this is before the patch. Patch is actually coming out tonight, which is giving a lot of hotfixes, a lot of changes, some nerfs to people. But for red paladins, we're getting a buff. Getting up some 12% damage increases, 13% on some shit, I think. Divine Storm getting a huge buff as well. So hopefully we can go back to top DPS, even though I already kind of am. I've been doing raid leading, which is, yeah. I don't dislike it. But I feel like I don't like telling people what to do. Not because I actually dislike that. It's more that I'm not a very censored person. I don't censor myself very much. And I feel like I can definitely come across as a dick sometimes, which is going to happen, I guess, if you're raid leading. But I just worry. I don't want to burn bridges before there's even any bridges to fucking burn. Because it's like a fresh guild and kind of randomly got asked to raid lead and I did it. And I think it went well. I mean, we downed the boss, so I guess it went as well as it could. But probably going to be doing more of it. Maybe a lot more, because a couple of the other raid leaders don't seem to be too keen on it. But the raiding itself, let's talk about that, since I don't think I've made a video since. Emerald Dream, I've done 7 out of 7. I've done 2 heroic bosses too. Obviously first boss in Ursoc. And I am actually enjoying it a lot. I mean, I don't know if I can compare it to Wrath, because Wrath was so long ago, but it's also the only kind of raiding experience I have is Wrath and BC. And even my BC raiding experience is pretty fucking nil. I mean, I did Karazhan a lot. I spammed Karazhan. It's my favorite place, probably because it's the only place I ever fucking used to raid. But as far as Wrath's concerned, like, obviously my favorite raid's like Old Loire. ICC is up there as well, but definitely Old Loire was a lot of fun, except for the first boss. Obviously, I fucking hated it. But the mechanics and stuff and the fights themselves are not too horrible and not too easy either, which I don't know if my difficulty level is just skewed because I'm shit, or maybe my guild's shit. I don't think we are, but that could be the case. But at least for us, it seemed like a healthy difficulty level. You know, we fucking wiped a few times, learned the boss fights, had to work together to kind of get past some shit, see what we're doing wrong. There's a couple fuck-ups, partly because of me. I mean, raid leading, I don't even know the mechanics. They changed some things since beta, so the vids that I looked up and stuff that I studied, I guess, I didn't really have down packed since they changed it. But once, you know, you realize that shit, we got through it pretty fucking easy, actually. For certain bosses. We got through it pretty easy. Xavius was fun as fuck and a nightmare at the same time. We went up a few times, and then you get down to that tentacle phase, and I think there was like maybe 3 or 4 of us left at the end there, because everyone just starts going insane. It felt like it was almost not working as intended. I mean, I guess it was, because it worked, but you're meant to have sleepers to soak shit, and we always were just running out of sleepers. Like, we were just, and it wasn't like we were getting too much insanity, or whatever the fuck that mechanic's called. We were just being woken up by the timer, and then people weren't going back to sleep, so there wasn't any soakers, and I was just soaking shit for free, just doing it because I didn't know if anyone else could. I'm running around like a fucking madman. Raid leading it too, I forgot I was raid leading that. It's been fun all the same. And I mean, if the boss fight was designed for us to be that low by the end of it, it was designed pretty fucking well, because it was almost perfect in the way that that worked. We got down like, oh, we're almost fucking dead, everyone's going insane, and then you get the damage buff, so the boss, I mean, it looked like we weren't going to get him, but then everyone's DPS skyrockets, so then we do get him. Pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool fight. So overall, I mean, the raid is cool. I don't know if the lore is very amazing. So far, Legion seems like they took everyone's favorite shit and they're just mashing it together. Obviously, Illidan. Everyone liked Illidan. And you're just randomly getting these, well, not randomly, you're systematically getting Illidan lore. If you upgrade your weapon in your class hall, you're just slowly getting like released Illidan lore and learning about them. I just flew to fucking Black Temple and did all that shit, which was pretty cool, but it's still like, I still don't know what the purpose is. I don't know like why everything's about Illidan. Illidan's like this chosen baby child that's gonna save the world and all this shit. I mean, I guess it'll be explained in the future, but as of right now, it still seems kind of silly to me that everything's about Illidan. But as far as like the other story goes, like Suramar questing and that lore there, I've been enjoying it a decent amount. One thing I will say is I fucking hate, and I already talked about it in my past video, but I hate that people can get stuff depending on class where others cannot, meaning artifact appearances. I still am extremely pissed off that I can't get my hidden appearance and other people can. Just seems kind of dumb in hindsight. I don't know why Blizzard would do it like that. Like, oh, you have to wait this long, but you can get it on release. Like, just go grab it. Fucking annoys me. And on top of that, I don't know if there is anywhere you can look it up. The legendary drop chance. I have not seen a single one until this run. Actually, in this run, the tank's going to get a legendary off the next fight, off the next boss fight. And it's the first one I've ever actually seen. I've never even, I mean, I've seen them like on people, like inspecting them, and I have a few guildies with them. But I've never seen one drop, never seen one from a cache. Never been on a run with someone who got one until right now with this bear tank gets it. And it's on a heroic from a boss, which I think is meant to be not that high of a chance, because it's not that big of a difficulty, and I think for some reason the caches have a higher chance. I don't know if that's just because people are getting more from there, because everyone's getting the caches or whatnot, but it seems like the majority of people are getting them from that. And I'm just kind of pissed off. I made the comment today that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the ability to wear 2 legendaries before I actually get one to wear, which would fucking suck, but you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Hopefully when that does come out, I'll make a quick little guide for you guys who want to know how to get the artifact. I mean, I don't know if it's even necessary since it's just like a step-by-step on Wowhead or whatever the fuck website it's on. And it's pretty simple stuff. I mean, the hardest part's going to get the AV book, but everything else is pretty simple. I'm going to make a guide anyway. For some reason, people just prefer watching YouTube videos. For me, I actually prefer reading it because it's like I just want to see the points. All right, I'm going to do it. I don't want to have to wait for someone to show me. Not to mention YouTube tutorials seem to be always done by like some really slow, taking his time. Like, I get you're trying to teach me something, trying to show me something here, but just cut to the chase. If I'm looking for instance, for like a Photoshop tutorial or something, don't teach me how to use Photoshop. Just assume that I've used Photoshop before. Please don't fucking, you know, how to open Photoshop first and shit like that. I hate those kind of tutorials. Just, I mean, I guess it's for the best, because then if a complete noob goes and watches it, they can still do whatever the fuck they need to do. But whenever you're kind of like any intermediate level of anything and you're just trying to figure out like that one thing that's pissing you off, it's always like one thing that you can't figure out how to do. And you go and try and find that, and it's like in a 15-minute video somewhere, and you have to either sit through it all or try and skip through it. If you skip through it, you're fucking missing the thing, and it's annoying as fuck. But other thing that I want to talk about today is I did the Wither trading again. I messaged a GM again, and no luck. They're not gonna get my chests back, unfortunately. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. But I needed to message him again because fucking I didn't realize you need to get a recipe, and I don't know if this is a bug because I've been leveling an ult recently on Alliance, and I got a recipe, and the moment I got it, like I haven't even like learned the cooking recipe yet. The moment I picked it up, I had the panda spawn next to me, whatever the fuck his name is, like Nomi or something like that, and he is like immediately, hey, I'll fucking give you this quest, come see me in Dalaran, we'll do some shit together. And I picked up the quest, the fucking the cooking recipe, and I'm good to go on that character. But on this one, on Pips, when I was leveling, I did my normal, I'm gonna sell fucking everything because I'm an idiot kind of routine, which I don't know, when I'm speed leveling, I don't even really give a shit about stuff. But I don't remember him ever spawning. If he did, I would have definitely picked up the quest, like 100%, because it's a quest. I would have done it for experience when leveling. I would have at least picked it up to see what it is. But I don't remember ever popping. And I've gone back to the quests that I've like Googled and the quests that I did on my ult to try and get the recipes again, but they're not there. So I've definitely done them. I've definitely done the quests for the recipes. And since I'm guessing that I've sold them, I don't know how to get the fucking guy to spawn to get my own cooking shit going on. Because as of right now, like I have to fucking keep buying food for raids and getting guildies to make me food and shit. Which I don't want to rely on other people, but right now that's kind of just all I have. Like the only option I have is to do that because I would fucking goofed up and sold my recipes. And I wanted to, that's the legendary right there, motherfucker got it. And I want to like get my cooking up and make my own shit, but I just fucking can't figure out what to do. And I tried to get my item restoration on, but it's got a timer on it. I think it's way too long ago, so I'm not gonna be able to get it. Slash, it doesn't really. I think recipes are white items, like a rarity of white. Whatever the fuck that's normal, I guess is white normal, and I don't think it ever gives you back normal white items. At least I couldn't see any on there. I quickly scrolled through as far as I could, and there's just, you know, purple after purple. I was farming Old War and ICC, and all the shit from Old War and ICC are on there, because obviously I'm vendoring all that shit for gold, and you don't even need to keep it anymore, because transmog just gets saved, so I just sell all that shit that I get. And that's all on there, but there's no recipes, no nothing like that, and kind of sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, I guess? Just fucking keep buying food and hope that one of you guys can let me know on some recipe that I could buy off the auction house that would do it, or something. I don't know. I really don't know what to do with that. Other thing I want to mention, guys, is I've recently been farming a fuckload, and I think you should too. It's really fucking easy. There's a couple things you can do to make a lot of gold. Oh my god, my voice is cracked. A couple things you can do to get a lot of gold, and a lot of people complain about having no gold, and a lot of my guildies have like fucking 2k. It's just, I don't understand. My ult has 2k, and I'm just level like 104, just from leveling I got 2k. But I got 300k on my paladin right now, and it's so easy to get at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's still kind of fresh and everyone's just kind of overpricing shit, but if not, it might just stay this way, and you guys should definitely get on some shit. Herbing is a good way. If you get in Starlight Rose sells for like 150 each, and it sucks fucking dick to pick them up when you have 1 star on that. But once you have 2 stars, you're getting like 75%, 20, about a quarter of it is gonna go to dust, which sucks. Sometimes you get really unlucky. I think yesterday I got 7 dust in a row on 2 stars, and that just, it really fucking pisses you off. Something else that happens that I don't know why. When you're heading towards a node, it's on your fucking map. I can see it. Like, there's a gold dot. Well, by the way, watch this fucking dodge right here. I was impressed by this. I went on the inside of a boulder. Wow. I wonder if that's because I'm a gnome or not. Like, do I have a small hitbox? I don't know what the fuck, how I dodged that boulder like that. It's crazy. Anyway, so you're going along, trying to find fucking stuff. See it on your map. Run towards it. And I've even seen the flower. Like, I see it there. And I'm running towards it. I have my little cursor over it. I'm ready to fucking pick that shit up. I'm in my little mech suit fucking thing, because you can get the shit while you're in it and don't have to dismount. And as soon as I get like close enough to click, or sometimes a little bit further away, it'll just despawn. It's just gone. And I don't, like, there's no one else around herbing. It's just me instancing out is what I'm guessing. But it's the most infuriating thing, because, you know, sometimes you're going like a minute or 2 minutes without seeing a single Starlight Rose. Like, you're just getting unlucky, and maybe my path is shit or something, I don't know. And so I finally find one. It's like, oh fuck yeah, go and grab this fucking rose, and it disappears, just goes off your map, just leaves, and it's shitty as fuck. But anyway, if you guys want to make some gold, get either get alchemy yourself or get someone else who has alchemy. I mean, you don't have to do this. You could just farm the raw mats and sell them. In fact, fishing is a great way to do that, because people are trying to make the food. If you go fish and get your legendary bow? What the fuck am I talking about? Legendary fishing rod, and level that up some, you're going to be fishing up a fucking shitload. And when you do that, you can sell all that fish, and it sells for pretty fucking G. If you spend like a day fishing, not a day, let's say like 5 hours fishing, I think 5 hours worth of fish will probably sell. 5 hours with the fucking rod, obviously, and you're jumping each pool. If you do 5 hours worth of that, you probably make like 30k. And that probably sounds like an exaggeration, but you can probably make about 30k for 5 hours fishing. It's really nuts. Probably a little bit less would be the herbing, just because you have to get different things. And fuck me if High Mountain isn't a nightmare. But the ones I farm are for myself, and then if I have a lot of excess, I'll sell them to make some gold. Which is the 5 armies, flask of the 5 armies or some shit like that, the strength one. And so I'll farm, and I got like maybe 20 on me, and if I farm another 20 more, which by the way is I think 140 rose, 200 ethereal, I don't know how to say it, and 200 foxflower, and foxflower's a bitch. So if I get another 20, I'll be like, oh, I'll just sell that. I'll sell 15 or I'll sell 10, get some money going on here and kind of keep me going. But that the farming in the flasks sell for so much right now, especially if you time it before raid days, because you can definitely see like the raiders are like, oh, I'm not gonna buy them, and then it'll be, you know, after reset immediately people will just spend a shitload. Or Monday and Sunday are usually raid days, and Monday and Sunday the sales go up and you can sell them for a bit more, sell them for around 2k each, sort of thing. And you can make a lot of money. Just farm during the week, put up your flasks on Sunday, Monday, or directly after reset, and you're gonna be making a fuckload of money just doing that. And it only takes, you know, a couple hours. Just do it in between shit. Like, do your dailies, do your world quests. Make sure you do your blue world quests because you want to get that rep. The fucking rep is so good. By the way, I didn't know this for the longest time. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. Warden quests give rep with wardens and the people that that zone belongs to. So if there's a warden quest, if there's especially a blue warden quest, you want to go do that no matter where it is, because you'll get the reputation for wardens and the people that are in that zone. Just like a cool little thing that makes it super worth it. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't want to do all these fucking world quests, and I don't blame them, flying around doing shitty fucking little things that you did while leveling anyway. But if you do it, and you do those blue ones at least, you'll get that rep, and you'll still get up a little bit, because I know that rep grind's pretty shitty. I just did Wither training today, and it's like, the only thing you can do right now for Nightfall and rep, I'm about halfway, I think it's my bar down there actually, I'm tracking it, I'm about halfway through Nightfall into Exalted, which is actually my highest rep right now. I should go finish off the other zones. I don't even think I've finished questing, really. I've just been fucking smashing out everything else and trying to get as much artifact power as I can because I want to get my weapon up. I goofed. I fucking goofed so hard on my artifact, like, pathing. If it's pathing, does that make sense? The path that I took. Because I went and got, like, the first golden dragon. I'm just jumping into this glade, by the way. I'm just being retarded. I went and got the first dragon portrait one, which is Ashes to Ashes, or whatever the fuck it's called. Gives you the 5 holy power. And then instead of going back down to get the Templar and it's like a 10% extra hit every time you do Templar's Verdict or something, which is super fucking good. I went the other way. I went like around and down and fucking in circles and shit. I don't know what I was doing. I just kind of was leveling and putting in points. And by the time I realized I was fucking up super hard, I'd gone too far. So I just kept putting points in. I'm about 5 points, if I can remember correctly. 5 points away from getting that Templar's Verdict, which will be a huge DPS buff, hopefully. But that's going to take a while, because it takes like 60,000 artifact power right now to get a level, which sucks. But, you know, who knows. I mean, they're still apparently going to give us a buff in 7.1. They're going to change our spec around. If that still goes through, they might not change anything after this hotfix, if everyone's kind of happy. It's kind of weird that it actually announced changes for 7.1, but then hotfixes first, because I think the hotfix will fix everything. That's kind of the whole point, where like we're getting a buff, our DPS is going to be up. I don't think there will be many people complaining. I mean, maybe there'll be. Fuck me, I'm critting for a shitload. Did you see that? Holy fuck. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. That was just a heroic, guys, while I talk some shit. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming hotfix, and if you guys have been rating and what you think about the Emerald Nightmare and stuff like that. And I'll see you next one, guys.